I'm Helen Thomas. I'm going to moderate the AI panel at the California Investment Forum in May. Today, I'd like to introduce Dr. Ferrara from USC. He's a professor of computer science and communication at the Viterbi School of Engineering. Hello, Dr. Ferrara. How are you?
Hi, Ellen. Thank you so much for having me. It's a great privilege. First of all, I would like to welcome and thank your audience as well. I hope that they will enjoy my panel contribution. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am a professor of computer science and communication at USC, as you said. I've been there for 10 years. And I've been studying what you could call artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data for the entirety of my adult life. In particular, I've always been intrigued by the good things and the bad things about technological advancements like AI. My studies started out nearly 2 decades ago when I became fascinated with the idea of analyzing the way the internet affects our society. And internet was, of course, the last major technological revolution that we have seen with the recent advent of social media, and now this new revolution with AI. And there are many analogies between the ways internet and social media changed our society and the way AI will change and reshape the world as we know it. I was extremely interested in particular in understanding the potential risks associated with these new technologies. And the most significant work that I've done during my career now is 8 or 9 years old. And it's the work that I conducted before the 2016 US presidential election. In that period of time, I was growing increasingly concerned with the possibility of abuse of internet platforms and social media systems. And I started studying the way that people communicate online on these platforms, places like Twitter or Reddit. And I quickly realized that, as a matter of fact, not all the users on these platforms appear to be humans, appear to be people just like you and I. It turned out that many of these users were actually controlled by some form of artificial intelligence, simple or more sophisticated, but still a form of automation. So my concern became what happens when our society, in that particular case, the digital society, online platforms, becomes populated by a mix of real people, humans like us, and other users that are effectively artificial intelligent automated accounts. And it turned out that these accounts that we call bots could be utilized for malicious activities of all sorts. So during the second half of 2016, as we scrutinized different platforms and we crunched tens of billions of posts and data points from these different places from the internet and online, we realized that there was a concerted effort from some unknown malicious actor to steer the political discussion surrounding the upcoming election in problematic and concerning ways. It seemed that the narratives that were injected in these discussions were mostly aimed at creating conflict and making the conversation around politics more and more divisive, more and more toxic, and more inflamed. We communicated the findings to, in fact, the California Secretary of State, then Alex Padilla, today, of course, our senator, and their office worked with other state representatives, and they ultimately percolated these findings to federal investigators. And this turned out to become the seed for the Senate investigation into what turned out to be the Russian interference operation in 2016 and 2017. So ever since then, given the impact of this work and in general the ability of developing systems that can detect this type of risks and this type of abuse, I've been working myself on putting technological safeguards that allow us to understand, quantify, possibly anticipate, and mitigate the risks of the abuse of artificial intelligence techniques. In this particular area, over the last couple of years, I've been particularly interested in generative AI. It's this new emerging technology that everybody has been now exposed to, thanks to the likes of ChatGPT, DALL-E, and Sora, and all these other incredible tools that allow us to work in conjunction with an artificial intelligence to produce text, images, videos, and whatnot. Unfortunately, it's not always obvious to the layman user that these technologies can also be utilized with nefarious intentions to harm society. And over the last several years, we have seen, for example, how these tools can be utilized to carry out frauds or scams of different sorts in order to steal of appropriate information from regular people. They can be used to impersonate others in order to create personas and carry out all sorts of nefarious activities by stealing identities. We've studied, for example, cryptocurrency scams and other forms of frauds that have been carried out with these tools that, of course, ultimately end up damaging financially the individual consumers and the people at the advantage of a small set of technologically savvy actors with these malicious intentions.
So this is really timely. This is a state event. As you know, California state is a front and center for artificial intelligence, and also with our governance. And also this is election year. So can't wait to have you on the AI panel and share more of your insights. Anything else would you like to share with the audience? How can people contact you at USC for your work?
Thank you, Helen. Probably the easiest way to contact me is to consult either my personal website or my academic website at USC. There are various different ways to contact me and contact information. I think that in general, I am excited about attending this panel and learning from entrepreneurs and folks in all these different areas, and also from the California state representatives, how we are getting ready or prepared to the best of our abilities for the probably unexpected and perhaps unpredictable incidents that might occur over the rest of the year surrounding the discussion of the election. I am delighted to share my knowledge and some tips and some recommendations on how to keep our eyes open and be able to discern what we see online that is true, perhaps from manufacture.
We are going to share the website for you to contact Dr. Ferrara. Thank you again for today's introduction, and we'll see you at the event. Thank you.